Even the liberal media are questioning former President Obama's campaign blitz.
They're relying on somebody who was last on the ballot a decade ago to come in as their closer in the midterms. It tells you a lot about where things are.
I talked to two people yesterday just in regular conversations, like, Barack Obama's so good at this. And I think that's what they're counting on.
I think the fact that he's out there also tells you what we know about the election. Joe Biden can't be out there. So this is the only person they can put out.
Is it can't or is it shouldn't? Ronna McDaniel, chair of the Republican National Committee, is in focus now. Great to see you, Chairwoman. First of all, Barack Obama possibly could get somebody elected. It might only be himself. And when you hear a Democrat say it's been 10 years since he was on the ballot, that's got to help Republicans.
Yeah, it seems like a Hail Mary, desperation, and it's so evident that they're not putting Biden out on the campaign trail. You know why, Harris? Because the candidates don't want to be with Biden. His approval rating is record low. They don't want to be seen with him. Tim Ryan has said, I don't want to be seen with them. Warnock doesn't want to be seen with them. Nobody wants Biden in their state. That's why he's stuck in Delaware. So they're pulling out the relic of Obama and hoping that that will help lift their chances. This is going to be a tight election. We need everybody to get out and vote. And I don't call it a red wave until we see it on Election Day.
What kind of indications are you getting through the canvassing that you've done with your teams? How many people who vote on the right have already voted? The early voting in Georgia is presidential-like. And across the country, millions of people have already voted. And this is still a week to go.
Yeah, so it's really hard to compare to 2018 or 2020 because voting habits have changed and laws have changed, specifically in Georgia. But Georgia, they've cast 1.5 million ballots already. But most of them have been early voting in person, and we're seeing Republicans coming out. So what we're seeing across the board in states like Pennsylvania, Nevada, Georgia, Arizona, where we're getting some indicators, is that Republican enthusiasm is up. We're outpacing what we've seen in past elections, and we're seeing a little bit of dip in Democrat enthusiasm. It's all going to come down to Election Day. So no Republican can take this for granted. We need everybody to go vote, get your family to vote, get your friends to vote. I always say if you've wronged somebody, make it right. Get them to go vote Republican. Go to GOP.com, because that's how tight some of these Senate races are going to be.
You know what? That is really funny going into the holiday season. Y'all get in the same car and get along and let's go vote. That's very funny. The latest Fox Power rankings on the balance of power in the Senate predicts Republicans will hold a 51 to 49 majority after the midterm elections. So they're going to flip it red. 4 Senate contests are still considered a toss-up at this point. Florida GOP Senator Rick Scott is confident in Republicans' chances.
I think the Democrats are going to get a rude awakening on November 8th that, high inflation, high crime, open borders, not what the American public wants. So I'm hopeful that Republicans will pass good legislation and Joe Biden will sign it.
How many Senate seats will the GOP control next year?
We're going to get 52 plus. Herschel Walker will win in Georgia. We're going to keep all 21 of ours. Oz is going to win against Fetterman in Pennsylvania.
Senator Scott also told me last week, Chairwoman McDaniel, that it's Republicans' time. Do you think that that's too ambitious, 52 seats taken in the Senate by Republicans? What would indicate that?
I don't. I've been traveling with Rick Scott around the country. We've been in so many states. I can't even remember them all. Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada. And what we're seeing on the ground, the enthusiasm we're seeing, but mostly we're hearing from voters, and they are deeply concerned about the economy. Inflation is a huge issue, especially for people on a fixed income who are trying to make ends meet. Gas prices are a huge issue. Crime is a huge issue, and education. Parents who are feeling the deficits that their kids have from the pandemic and those lockdowns, especially in these Democrat-run states, it is very, very real. So people are coming home to the issues that they're waking up dealing with every day, and Republicans are addressing it, and Democrats own it. They have the Senate, the House, and the White House. They don't have anything to run on because people's lives fundamentally are not better than they were 2 years ago when Democrats took office.
You know what's really fascinating, too? You mentioned parents and students, so on and so forth. That issue got set on fire with the National Report Card just a couple of weeks out from this election. I mean, you couldn't ask an administration to hurt itself more. I mean, that's all them, too. But the truth is what it is. Democrat campaign committee chairman Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney accuses Republicans of exploiting the issues for political gains. Let's watch together.
They have no plan for gun violence. They have no plan to move our country forward, protecting voting rights, protecting reproductive freedoms. So what I would say is don't punish the people who are fixing your problems, and don't reward the people who are trying to exploit the problems for their own political power.
Does that get it done? Is that a good sell?
Well, he's lying. I mean, we're not exploiting problems. We're seeing them in front of our face. We see fentanyl coming across the border. We know people who are dying of fentanyl. I run into them at rallies. I was with Oz, and a woman held up a picture of her daughter who had just died of fentanyl. That's real. I'm not exploiting that. Democrats have failed. They have failed to close our border. Crime is surging. Young people are dying. People are dying across this country because of policies like cashless bail that are allowing criminals to get on the street. So the Democrats have become the pro-criminal, pro-fentanyl party and the anti-kids party because they've caused this decline in our kids' education. So we're not exploiting anything. We're seeing what's right in front of our face. So this election isn't about Republican versus Democrat. It's common sense versus crazy policies that have diminished so many things in our country. Crime is on the rise, gas prices on the rise, fentanyl on the rise, and our kids are on the decline. Enough is enough. That's why you should vote Republican.
Well, real quickly, you mentioned gasoline, and the president has been touting how it's gone down in recent days and weeks because he's trying to flood the market with more releases from our emergency oil reserve, which is so critical right now. But now he's going to possibly have to tap the diesel reserve, the home heating reserve, because we're running out. It's like 22 days, I think, for the estimated time that we have left with the oil supplies that we have for that. And it's going to be chilly, and we're going to need our things delivered by all those trucks that drive diesel. Your last quick thought.
Yeah, you know what he could do, Harris? How about unleash American energy? Because we were energy independent before Biden under President Trump. And Biden shut it down. He shut down the Keystone Pipeline, and he shut down drilling on federal leased lands. He did it on purpose. It's intentional, and it has caused this flood of inflation. Why don't you unleash American energy and stop the American people from paying from your bad policies?
Wow. And you would think that his base would like some of that, although they had to bring out a former president, Barack Obama, to preach to the base to get him riled up. Good to see you. Thank you very much for being in focus always.
Thanks for having me.